Our disturbance just south of our coastline, actually pretty far south with the center of it of our coastline, but spreading in some rain, some very welcome and very needed rain to southeast Louisiana. This is potential tropical cyclone 9, that really wordy designation that the National Hurricane Center started using a few years ago to designate something that's expected to form soon, although it hasn't yet, and then will be affecting a coastline at some point, so some land areas affected. And in this case, it's extreme South Texas, which might be getting a tropical storm. Looks like a low-end tropical storm, not a huge increase in intensity or organization expected, but that would be sometime tomorrow morning. If it does form, it would get the name either Harold or Idalia, it looks like, depending on whether another system farther out in the Atlantic forms before it. Looking at our live radar, here is what we are seeing as an effect, the welcome rain, and we do have showers continuing, passing over New Orleans. Then we get a break, and now we're getting more, so this is really nice to see for spots that have been so dry. Of course, we're continuing with our drought conditions, but this is helping at least a little bit. Farther south, it is spotty, it's scattered, it's not a whole lot of rain, and farther north, we're really not seeing very much at all. So it looks like mainly south of Lake Pontchartrain, although a stray shower might reach farther north. Not looking for a whole lot of rain the farther north you go. But again, some welcome rain here and also a welcome breeze. Our winds coming in from the east up to 20 miles per hour, and the gusts in the yellow numbers are showing up to 25 to 30 or so mile per hour gusts. So helping with the heat a little bit today, as well as those clouds. Minimal local impacts. We've been saying this for a few days now, just some passing rain. That east breeze continuing today and easing tomorrow, and then the extreme heat returns Tuesday and beyond. Looking quickly at those hurricane season names, we've made it through Gert. Next would be Harold, Idalia, and then Jose and Katia. So far this season, just with what we have now, we've had 7 named storms. 1 hurricane. The average is 5 and 1, so just a little above average actually when you factor in what we've seen form in the past few days. And last year at this time we had 3. I also checked today on the accumulated cyclone energy. Remember, that takes into account number of storms, but also how long they last and how strong they get. And that's about average for this point in the year, actually. So that's an update on the hurricane season so far. Getting into our local forecast, we do have blue skies showing up with the clouds. And if you have not gotten the rain, it's still a hot day. In the middle 90s, we're expecting mostly 80s to lower and middle 90s through the afternoon, depending on if you get a shower or not. That could knock your temperatures down briefly a bit. And this evening we'll be in the 80s, and you can see that breezy setup. This is our forecast through 3 p.m. A few more of these showers racing around that low pressure to our south, so moving mainly from east to west. This is tomorrow, so starting off the day, heating up a lot. That extreme heat will be back with a vengeance heading into the next several days. Wednesday, we could tie our all-time record high at the Kenner Airport of 102. And looking quickly at the tropical outlook, aside from what we're seeing with potential tropical cyclone 9, Tropical Storm Franklin in the Caribbean set to move out and eventually possibly strengthen somewhere here in the Atlantic after moving over Hispaniola and bringing Dominican Republic and Haiti some rain and wind. Gert flared up to a tropical storm briefly and will probably be right back down to a depression shortly. Emily is now post-tropical, as well as Hillary, of course, moving farther inland over the western U.S. And one more spot may develop. It has a high chance of that happening, but that one looks like it would be heading northwest and not really tracking toward our part of the Atlantic. So no tropical threats for our area, just the heat. And we're talking triple digits. Feels like temperatures approaching 115 to maybe even close to 120. It is going to be a really hot middle and end of this week.
We really need the relief when we can get it. In Automat.